I'm Surendra Mehta, National Secretary of India Bullion and Jewellers Association. I've been given most difficult topic to speak, that is gold versus equity. And it's the most controversial and most difficult topic because I've been fighting with this topic for almost 7-8 years now, since when I became the Secretary of India Bullion and Jewellers Association. Now, to understand what is gold and what is equity, we first need to understand what are the options in equity. Which are the ways you can invest in equity and which are the ways you can invest in gold. As far as equity investment is concerned, you can invest in equities either directly through the primary market or the secondary market in the equities, or you can invest in gold through various gold products. Now, which are these gold products? These gold products can be physical gold, digital gold, sovereign gold bond, ETF, so on and so forth. So there are n number of products available as far as investment in gold is concerned, and there are basically, I would say, only two products are available for investment in equity. That is plain equity, which we call a share capital, and second is mutual fund. When you buy gold, what happens? When you buy gold, you are buying gold, you are buying a commodity, and you have no other option except buying gold. You are buying a yellow metal either in form of physical gold, either in form of jewelry, either in form of digital gold, or either in form of ETF. Only sovereign gold bond is the product where the gold does not come in your hand, and you just invest in the paper gold. That is called because sovereign gold bond is not backed by gold, so it is called the paper gold. When you buy in equity, what happens? You have choice of at least 6,000 to 10,000 listed companies or unlisted companies. There may be 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores of companies which are unlisted. You invest in those companies. Now let's concentrate ourselves only to buying of equities in case of listed companies. So let's say you decide to buy equity of say XYZ companies, and when you decide to buy equity, you are given option of say 6,000 listed companies or 10,000 listed companies on the exchange. It is not necessary that your choice would be MRF Tires or Wipro or Infosys only. Your choice can be DSQ Software. Your choice can be Ankur Drugs. You may end up paying the money in the companies which will vanish in few years. There are very few people who could actually invest money in equities like Infosys, equities like Wipro, or equities like MRF Tires, wherein huge money was built. I'm just giving you an example. Don't go by these names fully. So what happens in case of in case you end up buying an equity where the company gets delisted or the management delists its own company, and you lose a lot of money. It is subject to market fluctuation. So your choice is very important when you are trying to buy equity. You are taking a lot of risk because it is like selecting a groom for a bride or a bride for a groom. Out of so many options, you are selecting an option, and whether it will work or not, nobody knows about it. But when you buy a gold, you only buy a yellow metal. So in that case, yellow metal has an advantage over the equity. Secondly, the performance of the company, the management capability of the company are attached to your investment in equity. The future performance of the company, the acceptability of product produced by this company whose equity you have bought, they are all very important factor for the price of the equity to rise. But in case of gold, anything which goes against economy, the gold prices will rise. So So your investment is dependent on the performance of something which is not in your hand. But your investment in gold is not dependent, I would say rather, dependent on the non-performance of the government. But gold has an inherent problem with respect to purity, problem with respect to its weight, problem with respect to security, problem with respect to fake gold, problem with respect to when you travel from one place to another, it's very difficult to carry gold. But in case of equity, these problems do not exist. Equity buying is absolutely safe. In our country, when you buy an equity, you get accounts in demat shares. When you buy a mutual fund, your mutual fund gets credited to your demat account. So that way it is very safe. You don't need to carry equity anywhere. There is no risk involved. It is just with the click of a button, and online services which is available, demat services which is available. So these are the advantages of the equity, but the disadvantage of gold in respect of safety, security, duplication, purity, fake gold, so many other things. So what to decide? Whether you should go for gold or whether you should go for equity. If you buy an equity, you need not buy an insurance. But if you buy a gold, what happens if the gold is lost? You must buy an insurance for the gold which you are buying. But can you buy equity in cash? In India, where most of the people have a habit of buying the investment product by way of cash, equity does not work from them. Only gold works from them. If you buy an equity, even for buying 1 rupees equity, you must have you must provide the KYC information, you must open demat account, you must open bank account. But when you buy gold up to 2 lakhs rupees, the income tax laws in our country permits buying of gold without any hesitation, without any KYC requirement. But when you buy an equity, whether your household is happy, whether your spouse is happy, no, she will never be happy. When you buy gold, she will always be happy. So equity buying does not make your family happy. It makes your family wealthier, but it does not make your family happy. They cannot wear it. They cannot show off themselves when they go out for wedding, when they go out for festival. Equity, normally it is seen, it is not gifted also. It is not used in case of festival. It is not used in case of wedding. Nobody gift somebody equity, but everybody gifts gold and silver. So I would say that these are a most difficult question to answer, whether gold or equity. In my opinion, gold, everyone says it's a safe haven product. Even I would say it's a safe haven product. I always say that with all the essential features about gold and equity which I have explained, I understand that investing in gold makes a lot of sense. But to what extent? You must invest at least 15 to 20% of your total wealth into the gold. And that also not in one product of the gold. You must bifurcate this investment into physical gold, into digital gold, into gold ETF, into sovereign gold bond, and there are so many other methods into buying jewelry. When I say gold necessarily means not only buying physical bullion, but it also means physical jewelry. But when you buy jewelry, what happens? When you buy jewelry, it makes your household happy, but you lose a lot of money. You pay a lot of money for making charges. In case of equity, you don't pay any money for making charges. When you return your equity, you get the market rate. It is very simple to buy and sell equity through your broker. But is it simple to buy gold and silver? and sell gold and silver? No, it is not. Buying gold, you need to carry a lot of cash with you, or you need to carry a big check with you. Selling is more difficult because you don't know whether you are getting full money of your old jewelry or not. The jeweler will also deduct a lot of making charges which you have paid earlier and here, but in both the cases you will get the current market price. That is the advantage of both the things. So the choice is definitely yours. I would say go for equity or go for gold, but invest at least 15 to 20% of your money in case of gold. Thank you very much.